COVID-19 protocol, and he'll stay there till he tests negative. Ben Roethlisberger already hurting because of knee injuries suffered last week in the win over the Cowboys. So lots of questions still unanswered this Wednesday evening. Fortunately, we've still got 4 more days before Week 10 kicks off. Let's say hello now to Adam Schefter with more on a day that usually, Adam, of course, is the first full practice day of the week. What are you hearing right now about Ben Roethlisberger's chances of playing Sunday against Cincinnati?
Sage, that's the great question of the week, whether he'll be eligible to come off the reserve COVID list this weekend and whether he makes it to that game on Sunday. And the truth is nobody knows, not even the Pittsburgh Steelers, whether that will be possible because he was in close contact to the Steelers tight end Vance McDonald, who tested positive. He was on the sideline with him. He was on the team plane with him. And so he was right around him. And now you wait with the incubation period of about 5 days to see whether Roethlisberger winds up testing positive or whether he doesn't and then comes back to play. If he does test positive, probably would knock him out for a couple of weeks. The Steelers would be without their quarterback. But for the time being, everybody's waiting to see. As for Christian McCaffrey, he is not expected to play on Sunday against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Suffered a shoulder injury, seeking a second opinion. And so just when McCaffrey makes it back from that high ankle sprain that held him out of 6 games, now he's got another setback that could sideline him, expected to sideline him this week, and could sideline him even longer. He's considered week to week going forward, Sage.
And this has been a tough season for Christian McCaffrey. All right, this next topic is not something we usually talk about here on SportsCenter, but it's caused quite a stir on Twitter today after you broke the story about the Houston Texans, who fired Vice President of Communications Amy Palcic, telling her that she's no longer a, quote, cultural fit. According to sources, cultural fit within the team. Palcic was the first and only woman to have full public relations responsibilities for an NFL team. She and her team, her PR team, were also the winner of the 2017 Roselle Award for the best PR staff. That's a highly coveted award. Amy is as well respected as they get throughout the entire league. And Adam, the words cultural fit are curious, to say the least. Why has this decision by the Texans become so significant?
Because Amy Palcic was so popular and so respected, chiefly amongst her team, the players. We remember Deshaun Watson signing the contract and there being a great press conference that was set up on Zoom where she coordinated having his family on a Zoom call to celebrate his big new contract with him. That was Amy Palcic. We remember J.J. Watt going out to the community there on hurricane relief efforts. That was Amy Palcic helping to set that up. She was immensely popular amongst the players there. They're not happy that she was let go. She was immensely popular in the league, as we saw from the reaction on social media. And a short time ago, the Texans president, Jamie Roots, did send me an email, and I'll read to you, Sage. It says, "It was definitely my call. I gave her the role a number of years ago and felt the need to make a change. Leadership is lonely, and sometimes you have to make decisions and moves that impact people that you care about deeply." Amy Palcic, I would imagine, will not be unemployed very long.
For sure. Again, the words cultural fit are what I think a lot of people want to change today, and it's in the forecast for tomorrow as well. But you never know. Things can change quickly there in Georgia. Let's get the very latest now from Augusta National Golf Club and say hello to our Tom Rinaldi, there for our coverage all week long. Tom, you warned me yesterday that Mother Nature would likely be an issue this week, but it usually is in April too, right? What are the players saying about how it could affect this course tomorrow on day 1 of the 84th Masters?
So much that's so different everywhere in the world, and Augusta National really, Sage, is no exception. Players used to wet weather here in the spring, but with the fact that there are different grasses and a different time of year and less daylight and a forecast calling for 90% chance of rain, as familiar as this place is, players taking different approaches as to how it might play.
The course setup is different, having the Bermuda the way it is. And the ride not quite taking a hold yet. A lot of shots are a little bit different around the greens.
The only difference I really see is how shots around the greens will be played because of the less rye and the dampness, the moisture. I was concerned about having mud on the ball given the damp conditions, but what's interesting is that there's more of a sand base in the fairways, and although I had mud on 1 or 2 shots, I didn't have them on very many.
Sage, the early morning wave, very early, 7 a.m., because sunset's around 5:27 or so. But one thing really to look out for, the 2T start, half the field in the morning and in the afternoon, beginning on 10, which means 10, 11, and 12, you begin your Masters by your trip through Amen Corner. And while one is so challenging as an opening hole, chance maybe to catch your breath on 2 and 3, not so for those who will start off on 10 when their turn comes. Something to look out for Thursday and Friday morning.
Yeah, fascinating stuff you see in the bottom corner of your screen there. Tiger Woods tees off on the back nine tomorrow, 7:55 a.m., bright and early Eastern time. Tom Rinaldi, we know you'll be there. Thank you.
Sports Center at the Masters is brought to you by the Home Depot.
Let's go around the NFL for the first time since his horrific leg injury nearly 2 years ago. Alex Smith will get his first start for Washington this weekend against the Lions. Kyle Allen done for the season after dislocating his ankle, and there was a fracture there. Smith takes over a team that is still in the NFC East race. Still hope for Washington.
Obviously, I get paid to play quarterback, and I'm going to do whatever's asked of me. I feel like I'm ready to roll. I'm confident in that, and obviously that's coach's decision to make and the coach's decisions to make. So we're players. We go out and play. This is a team sport. Obviously things change. Certainly they do, injuries, the way the season's gone, things like that. But this is, I got the opportunity this week, and I'm going to make the most of it.
All right, last week it was Tua versus Kyler, with Tua's Dolphins meeting Murray's Cardinals, beating them. This week, Miami hosting the Chargers, so let's make it Tua versus Justin Herbert. Why not? Both rookies. Tua drafted 5th overall, Justin 6th. Both began the season as backups. Now they're facing off Sunday afternoon at Hard Rock Stadium in South Florida. Both quarterbacks spoke today.
For me, it's not even a competition between me and him. It's a competition for myself to go out and, see what I can do to help our team be successful against their defense. And I'm pretty sure it's the same for Justin as well.
Yeah, Tua's been a really great guy to watch. He's been fun to watch, and he's had so much success over the past couple of years that, it's been great to watch him and all the things he's done. So really looking forward to playing against him this week and saying hi.
All right, to the AFC North. Steelers-Bengals face off Sunday in Pittsburgh, and as of right now, the quarterback of the league's only undefeated team remains in COVID-19 protocol, and he'll stay there till he tests negative. Ben Roethlisberger, already hurting because of knee injuries suffered last week in the win over the Cowboys,